The once fourth largest bank in Uganda, with trillions of shillings in assets, is now normal. The team at Monkey Pesa did some digging to find out what could actually have happened. What's the real story behind the rise and fall of Crane Bank? Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. To get us started, let's take you back to 1990. At the time, Sudhir was doing so well. His Crane Forex Bureau was one of the top performing companies in the country. They were making a killing out of the Forex business. In his own words, they were making to the tune of $10,000 a day. Compound that through the year, that's about 3.6 million, and that's of 1992. Given how profitable the business was, the bank saw it as a move to encroach and capture some of that business. As a way of fighting back, Sudhir opted to create his own bank. Back then, the minimum requirement to open up your bank was a $1 million license, and you were required to have professional staff, preferably from abroad, to help you run the bank, which Sudhir could afford given how much money he was making out of his Crane Forex Bureau. And in 1995, Crane Bank was born. The expansion. So just like any other business, the first 2 years of Crane Bank were extremely difficult. He had employed all these professionals from India and the rest of the world, paying them to the tune of $20,000 to $30,000 a month, and the business wasn't making any money. Through year one, he was bleeding, literally paying out and paying all these professionals, yet very little money was coming in. As you can imagine, Sudhir's background was in running a beer company and a forex bureau with little or no experience in the banking world. He had to hire so many foreign expatriates to put his vision to life, and maintaining these expatriates was expensive. In his own words, he had committed to sustaining the project for 2 years, and if it didn't start making money by that period, he was ready to quit. The expansion. So once he got past year 2, the business started making a lot of sense. He started making so much money out of the business and started his ascent to glory. As a way to protect his interests, he came up with a model where he grew his bank vis-a-vis his other companies. Whichever district the bank expanded to, he owned the infrastructure on which the bank was renting. Crane Management Services, his property company, owned the infrastructure, owned the building that Crane Bank was renting. Over the years, he expanded to Nachivuvu, Kavalagala, Fort Poto, Jinja, Bale, Barara, Iganga, Gulu, Lira, Kavale, Chireka, Mukono, and as of 2014, he even set up root in Rwanda, being one of the first Ugandan banks to ever do that. His collapse. There are two schools of thought that have been publicized greatly. The first theory was based on Bank of Uganda. According to the central bank, Crane Bank was massively insolvent to the core of 240 billion negative. And as a result of mismanagement and fraud, the bank had to collapse. They claimed that the bank was grossly mismanaged and had so many underperforming loans. According to the Auditor General, the bank had 1.1 trillion Uganda shillings worth of assets and 1.3 trillion Uganda shillings in liabilities. Worried that the bank may collapse the entire banking industry, they had to close the bank. Crane Bank actually sought $115 from Bank of Uganda as a lender of last resort, which they failed to attain. Given that Sudhir actually sued the Bank of Uganda and won the case, so many people were beginning to doubt this theory. We pose the question to you. Do you think Bank of Uganda was right, or was Sudhir right, basing on this theory? The second theory was a more political theory. According to Dr. Sudhir Ruparelia himself, he has said that the mafia clique behind the takeover of and selling of his Crane Bank will have to pay dearly. After winning his first case, he said, "This is a big win against the mafias. I'm going to give a lesson to these people so that they can never do the same to any other bank. I have invested a lot of money in the bank over the past 25 years for someone just to come and steal my assets like that. This is what Sudhir Ruparelia said himself. According to your opinion, who do you think is right? What do you think is the right theory? Do you think Sudhir Ruparelia deserved what came to him? Do you think Crane Bank should have been sold the way it was sold off? Leave us a comment below and let us know your theories, and if possible, suggest any other videos that we could do videos on. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you.